Good afternoon. This is Dr. Ngag again. I want to take this chance to welcome to my channel again. Today I'm going to talk about self-care in line with the COVID-19 outbreak. Now, self-care is an important component when it comes to dealing with any disease issue. The reason being, there are many aspects of really or self-care or someone's well-being. Most of the time we'll talk about physical health, mental health slash psychosocial health. We also could talk about your financial health, normally in any crisis. So when we talk about physical health, I'm going to emphasize a few things. First of all, we need to make sure that we are careful in how we handle ourselves. First of all, let's stay in the right place at the right time with the right intentions. So let's avoid crowded areas. Let's avoid exposure to people we know are symptomatic or have symptoms. Maybe they're very close friends or relatives. I think we need to maintain that distance. So let's make sure we protect them before we actually can contact them. We shouldn't avoid them in altogether, but we should have actually that precaution, and let's keep distance so that we don't pick the disease. This also deals with us making sure that we don't get injuries that actually can compromise our immune system. Because remember, every time your body has stress that is really going, or anything that really affects your well-being, that's going to affect the body in that it really causes a lot of strain on the body trying to protect the affected area. So if I have a cut on a given part of the body, obviously I'm going to spend a lot of resources that is from the body to make sure that the area is well healed, or it is functioning well. So we need to make sure we minimize any other causes of infection. We live in a malaria endemic zone. Let's make sure that we prevent ourselves from exposure to mosquitoes. We use nets, use coils and other things that can actually, and repellents that prevent you from picking the disease. If you work in an occupation where you can easily get injuries, then let's make sure that we actually are cautious, careful, extra careful, so we're going to get injuries, because those are actually things that are going to actually make our lives difficult, and actually that can impair our quality of life. The other thing is, let's maintain distance. Let's make sure we wash our hands. Every few minutes you've contacted any surface, let's have that culture of washing our hands. That is at least 30 seconds. I think that really protects you from many things. The other thing I'm going to talk about is your mental health. Mental health is important because when something that actually causes a strain on people's personal life and their healthcare systems and economic systems, more or less these are things that are likely to cause depression. Someone is alone, you're unable to reservice the loan, then that is really going to put you under stress and under strain. This is not times to really pick grudges with people. We need to make peace with everyone. Let's make peace with ourselves and with other people. If you really have to argue with someone, it has to be something that you can't do without. It has to be your bread and butter on that given day. So let's avoid conflicts. Let's avoid situations that can put us at a compromised situation, or that can actually worry us so much. The other thing is, let's avoid making big plans at this moment, because I think those plans can sometimes fail, and that can easily end up depressing us so much. So that's why we need to be very careful on that end. Now, the other thing is that I maybe wanted to talk about is, let's also try and save as much money as possible, which means let's avoid unnecessary expenses. Let's stay home. I think doing bulk shopping really helps, because it helps you save, and also, of course, that really in the long run minimizes the chances of you going out every now and again to go and shop. So doing large scale shopping, I think, is very important and really can protect you from those day-to-day exposures. So it will help you save, it will protect you from going to be exposed, and so it will make sure that you stay indoors most of the time. And I think the other thing is, we need to have a group of guys, or a group of friends, a group of people we trust, who we can actually talk to during this trying time. especially when you're on quarantine. I really found this working very, very well. That I had, colleagues who we I'm close to, colleagues we've worked together for long, and that connection between us really helped me try to maintain that relationship. And I think really that in the long run really helped, foster that connection between us. And I think in a way that helped me, deal with my stresses when I'm really worried of something or stressed. I could really tell these guys that, what, I think, this is really troubling me. What do you think I should do? And, advice from people from A, B, C, D. And really that I think has really worked for me most of the time. So I think really this is something that can work. Let's have that team of guys. Could it be family members? Could it be colleagues? Could it be neighbors? Let's have that communication, and then that really helps how things are going, and protects you. So in short, let's make sure that we do things that actually edify our body's health, and let's avoid situations can compromise us either physically, financially, psychosocially. I think that would really go a long way in helping us as we deal with this pandemic, because we don't know really how long this is going to last. Most countries, we have an average of 3 to 6 months, depending on how organized the healthcare system is. We haven't had much effect locally, but I think we need to look at the possibility that this thing could really last long, and we need to have a plan, such that in case this lasts long, how are we going to manage it? How are we going to handle ourselves? How are we going to sort our bills and all that? Yeah, so I think I want to leave this discussion here. In case you have any questions, please comment. You can actually put them on the comment section. In case you have something to comment, you can comment. In case you have anything that you think I need to do to make these videos better, then I think let me know. Normally that would help me. I think it's good. It's good to help our friends understand what this is, what the COVID is, and what are some of the few things that we can do, to make sure that we're healthy. I will ask you maybe to share the video to your friends, I think, so that most of us can actually learn few of the things, or few of the tips that can help us cope with what we have at hand. I think that will be it for now. Have a good afternoon. Thank you.